Good morning, friends. Grace and I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're really excited to get planting today. We're going to be softening the look of the deck with an edible ground cover that also makes a wonderful cut flower. Now, I originally thought after I put in the deck that I would like to surround it with lady's mantle. It has those wonderful chartreuse blooms, beautiful leaves that look so beautiful with rain on them. But I was having a hard time finding a good amount of lady's mantle, and I think it's all for the best because I discovered this ornamental oregano called Drops of Jupiter, and I think this is a better choice because not only does it bring the beautiful chartreuse foliage, great pink flowers in midsummer, and also purple calyxes that hold us through the fall season, it's also an edible plant. Now, apparently this oregano has a little less flavor than something like your Italian oregano, but I still think it's a great way to include a plant that has three different purposes in the garden. Great foliage color, great cut flower, great calyxes that remain, and also can be used as an edible. Well, I guess that's four uses, isn't it? Now, Grace and I are planting this into an area that is a no-dig garden. So previously I had laid the stone deck and then my grass clover mix went right up to that stone. But a few weeks ago I decided to make the main flower walk connect to the deck via this no-dig garden. And so I laid cardboard down, I put mulch on top of that, and it's already started to decompose. So I thought I'd show you how I go about planting in a no-dig garden where the cardboard has been recently laid. Now it's probably worth noting that I live in a wet climate and I'm not sure how quickly cardboard would break down in a climate that was dry. But in my wet environment, it breaks down very quickly. If I put the cardboard down in May, it pretty much disappears by the time we make it into fall. And so what I like to do is just pull the cardboard back, or if possible, just cut a circle right through the cardboard. And luckily we had just had a big rainstorm, so the cardboard was nice and wet, and it's much easier to plant into a no-dig garden made with cardboard when it is on the damp side, because then you can just take your spade and just slice right into that cardboard. So you can see I've just pulled away the mulch, and here I'm going to take my spade, pull some of it back, and I'm going to keep as much as I can for weed suppression. But in areas where the plant's going to go, I'm just going to remove that cardboard. And that cardboard will continue to decompose in my compost pile. So I try to keep cardboard on hand all the time because even if I'm just ripping it up and putting it in the compost pile or smothering grass with it or creating a whole new garden, it really comes in handy. Now, one thing I learned the hard way is that it really is worth removing all the tape. My entire driveway garden is no dig. I used cardboard for that entire thing. But one year, and I don't know which year it was, I didn't take time to remove all of that tape, the plastic tape that they use, and that does not break down at all. So I'm constantly finding tape over in the driveway garden. But if you're brand new to no-dig gardening, all you have to do is basically lay down cardboard. You can wet it if you like. If you live in a wet environment like me, I don't even think that's necessary. Nature will take care of it for you. And then just put either soil or mulch on top of your cardboard, depending on how you're going to use that garden. If you're going to plant annuals in it, annuals from seed that is, you might want to add a nice thick layer of compost or a mixture of topsoil and compost. What was Grace just doing there? I just noticed that. I didn't notice she was getting into the raised bed when we were filming this. But if you just are making pathways and you want to eliminate grass easily, just smother that grass with cardboard, mulch right on top, and that is such an easy way to have an instant path and an inexpensive way to create a path that's also really easy on your body. So now that we've talked a lot about cardboard, let's talk more about this beautiful plant. So this is Drops of Jupiter ornamental oregano. It has a height of 24 inches. It says it should be spaced 36 inches apart, and it says that it's hardy in zone 4 through 9, so that's hardy down to -30 degrees Fahrenheit. It blooms in midsummer into early fall, and it says that this herb is meant to be on full display in your show garden. The chartreuse leaves are topped with mauve pink flowers starting later in summer. The leaves are edible with less intense flavor than the typical oregano varieties. It prefers full sun and average, well-drained soil of low to average moisture. So we should probably stop there because I would not say that any part of my garden is low to average moisture, but this particular area is quite hot. It's full sun, it's near the stone. Eventually it will grow and touch the stone. So this is kind of as medium moisture as we're going to get, and you can probably even see as I touch the earth there, it always holds together. It's not really that I have clay soil, it's just that it's always pretty wet here. But isn't that chartreuse color just beautiful? Now, I don't believe that I filmed this, but I also got some thyme seed from a company called Select Seeds. I believe they sell their seeds on Amazon. And I sprinkled the thyme seeds in between the cracks about a month ago, and that they have started to come up through the cracks. So this is going to be really fun. We're going to have thyme that you can step on in between the stones, and then all around the stones we're going to have this ornamental oregano. So I suppose in a way we'll have a full-on sauce garden in between and around the cracks of this stone deck that we put in last year. And I have to say the stone deck made it through the winter really well. And the more I think about it, I really would like to test this theory that this is a less intense form of oregano. Maybe we can make two different sauces together, and for the one I'll just use a standard Italian oregano, and then I'll make another batch of sauce and use this ornamental oregano. I think that will be really fun. But the main thing is that I'm so excited to have this beautiful chartreuse foliage in the garden. It'll stay low enough that it won't detract from the library or the raised beds, and it'll also give me buckets of flowers that I can cut. I can use it as foliage as needed, and I can't wait to see those purple calexes in the fall. I want to wish you a wonderful day out there in your gardens, and let me know what's your favorite ground cover that doubles as an edible. I'll see you sometime soon. Bye, friends.